Hey guys, Singing here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be taking a look at one of the newest World Tournament EZAs to arrive on Global, and that is the INT Super Saiyan Bardock. So he's got a very cool looking sticker effect, shame about the rainbow background, but the effect definitely looks very, very cool. He is full level 10 links, and we are going to show him off here. He is an all types lead for 3 key 70%, can be useful for link leveling and stuff like that, I guess. His super attack effect is greatly raise attack for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and seals super attack. So sadly no defense on super, so additional's not going to be juicing up his defense at all, unfortunately. But his passive is 2 key attack and defense 130. He gets an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super. Then he gets an additional 3 key and attack and defense 70%, additional super attack that has a high chance to become a super when facing only 1 enemy. So good restriction, since that is most difficult content in the game. Then he also has a high chance to dodge and launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super when there is a wicked bloodline category enemy. So we are going to take him up against the Red Zone Frieza, because seems like the best place to test him outright. Be interesting on JP to see someone try him out against Red Zone Golden Frieza, but I mean, I would imagine when it comes to that, he's probably not built for that, but we'll see. So because we're fighting 1 enemy, he gets an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super, and then because we're fighting a wicked bloodline character, he gets a additional attack that has a high chance to become a super as well. And then of course we also have the hidden potential, so he could super attack 4 times in 1 turn, which is why I think if he actually had like greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, his EZA would actually be pretty decent, at least on paper. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can get here. We're at 155k start of turn, so that should be with the 70% extra we get from facing 1 enemy, right? So then he gets 100% on super, which means he goes up to 300k, which is not exactly a lot, especially considering he has no like defensive tech outside of that whatsoever. The thing we'd obviously have to be very careful about here as well is against this physical second form Frieza, he does do an AoE. So if he super attacks before Bardock actually gets to attack, we probably will take a pretty decent amount of damage here. I suppose I could have just used the Ghost Usher, but I'm going to just hope that he doesn't super me straight away, and I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, built-in extra chance to attack, built-in dodge, a bit of crit chance as well. Like, he seems like he could be okay. And of course he did. So how much? 418k. Alright, well fortunately this team has a lot of HP. But let's see. So 4.62. Okay, it's nothing too crazy. Obviously he has the same super attack as the physical and tech Super Saiyan Bardocks. Both of the additional attacks were only normals. But then we did get the hidden potential, and that went up to 4.9. Because remember, each one is greatly raising his attack. That's with no support on the rotation. And then he did get, of course he dodged both the normals. So he ate the super, dodged both the normal attacks. The dodge cut-in is pretty good though. It's a pretty good framing of just the aggressive sort of like eyes there. But yeah, typical. So against the Wicked Bloodline character, he has a 30% chance to dodge. And then he literally dodged the 2 normals and ate the super directly to the face. Because of course he did. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll get Bardock, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock floated off here, because he is a 50% attack support unit. We're probably going to die here now since... well, he got the dodge. Nice. Although, actually, yeah, Bardock, of course. Pre-super and type disadvantage. So... get the revive, and then of course we're still on the physical Frieza. Now we have got some, I brought some units that would be good here just for giving him some extra links. He does get the 200% leader skill from the God Goku, because he is on Exploding Rage. So we've got some other Bardock allies and stuff like that here to give him some extra support as well as some extra links. I think onto this rotation we're going to get the STR Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. So the only problem is, of course, the lack of same race chat and limit. Yeah. So the only downside is, of course, the lack of a slot 1 like capability here. Because if I do this, Goku obviously just kills Frieza, right? So I'm going to go for this and hope for the best. He has the dodge chance, right? So we'll see what happens here. We can grab the heals for you, and then we can grab these as well. So we've got a decent bit of support here. Get the dodge? Yeah, there you go, my boy. 6.25, so that's a little bit better, but that's obviously with the extra links and the support that Super Saiyan 2 Bardock gives. But then the first additional becomes a super, and we drop a 6.7. We get the crit as well, and then the additional normal is a crit, and he takes him out. So, I mean, he's okay. I mean, that's the thing. I gotta be. I can't let my bias for. I can't let my Bardock bias show through too much here, because Bardock is definitely one of my favourite characters. So, you know, he's okay, but let's be fair, when it comes to any sort of like difficult content, I suppose like if we get a Wicked Bloodline enemy that is tech, which is why this Frieza event is so good to show him off, I guess, because the final phase is tech full power Frieza. But like thinking about even the Red Zone Golden Frieza, as I mentioned at the beginning, like he just clap this guy with a super if he doesn't dodge. And then in that final phase when he's STR, he doesn't really attack. He disables dodge, but then he has the countdown to the big super. And I mean, there's nothing Bardock can do in that situation, right? I mean, he has the 30% chance to dodge, so you could always roll the dice and see if you get that 30% chance to not get absolutely annihilated by like an 8 million damage super attack, which of course this Bardock would get absolutely evaporated by that, which would be kind of funny. But yeah, next time we're going to have a lot of support, because we're going to have the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock as well. So our rotation is literally going to be Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, which is pretty funny. Goku with the dodge, let's go. I mean, you can not dodge the normals, that's fine. Take double digit damage. Dodging the super is what was important. But yeah, so lots of support on this turn. But we are still relying on the dodge, really, for the defense. Because we've got 170k start of turn. Not really anything too crazy there. But we should be looking pretty spicy with the attack, at least. So come in clutch and give me some dodges. Yeah, 98k is not really what we're looking for, is it? Seriously, 7.2. If he had greatly raised attack and defense on super, I think he'd be so much better, because we could get these potential additional. I mean, we're not getting lucky with the additionals here now either. We got the second one, we got the hidden potential one. But yeah, him greatly raising attack and defense, because he gets 100% on super, so he's going up to like 350k. If he was getting the 50% raise as well, every single one of those supers would be doing another sort of like 80k. So on that turn after a double super, he'd be a bit over like 500k, 510, something like that. Which, whilst it's not perfect, is still a lot more viable. It means he's able to tank most normals in the game, if that was the case. But yeah, sadly it is not. So don't need to worry about Gohan here. Go ahead and do this. Grab these for you. We can't get. Oh yeah, we can get 6 rolls. Perfect. Alright, so we got the domain for future Gohan up now, which is obviously going to help Bardock deal some extra damage. Goku dodging the super's actually kind of clutch, because he got hit first already, so he wouldn't have taken a lot of damage, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't just take double-digit damage. Although, I say that, because Carnival Goku, Birdku, he's aged a little bit, but probably not enough for the Frieza Red Zone stage to be any sort of trouble to him, I guess. But Gohan here, ideally we don't get a lot of crits. I really want a turn where Frieza has a lot of HP, or like enough HP that we can really see Bardock cut loose and then him actually get like all the additionals, because I would love to see the actual quad super turn, because we've had the additional from the hidden potential a couple of times now, but not gotten all of the supers from the passive. So because they're both high chances, so it's a 50% chance. Would definitely like to see that turn. But I mean, the rest of this team is of course very, very powerful. I think future Gohan is only oddly 170 lead as well though. So I tried not to bring too powerful a team, although unfortunately the only God Goku friends I could find were rainbowed. So it unfortunately just ends up in one of those situations where I should have just used future Gohan's active skill, because now that we've done this much damage, I wish we'd actually just killed him this turn. Whereas God Goku won't finish him off here even if he gets a crit. And then that leaves us with Frieza basically having no health. Oh, come on. Bro. Look at his health. Ah, why didn't I use Future Gohan's active skill? Alright, well, I guess what I could do here, just to try and, like, save us some time. Let's go ahead and do this. Kill you, and then this sets us up ready. We can just get this first turn out of the way, and then we will be on a turn with Bardock on this rotation, which is what I want to see. Do this. No, unfortunately, no Power Beyond Super Saiyan ally for Bardock on this rotation. Of course he did. This guy. I mean, we've revived, so we've got guaranteed guard at all times, but... Oof. Still 427, jeez. Maybe I just Ghost Usher with for the start of the next turn. We'll see. I mean, we should tank. Everything else should be double digits for the rest of the turn, right? Although I guess I'm actually not sure how much Super Saiyan 3 Bardock will take if he only gets the one super. Because again, we got no Power Beyond Super Saiyan ally on the rotation, so he doesn't get his guaranteed additional. I did build mine full additional, because if you can get that triple super turn, then his defense is actually relatively good. But the rest of the team just kind of showing out here. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, we're not even going to get another turn within Super Saiyan Bardock. So, I mean, on his best turn with support, we saw him getting over 7 million attack. But unfortunately, even with support on his best turn, his defense is only up to around like 350k, which is just not really good enough to cut it in any particularly difficult content. Like, we're able to run him here against a Wicked Bloodline character. Now, his stats are always going to be the same. Versus a single enemy at least. But the problem is the dodge that he gets from fighting a Wicked Bloodline enemy is probably a really big boost to his defensive capabilities. And so by not having that, if you're not doing a Wicked Bloodline enemy, then obviously he's going to look significantly worse. But I mean, I think he's pretty cool. I always really liked the actual card. Like, I like his card art. The design is definitely not as bad as some of the other World Tournament EZAs, and his sticker effect is cool at least, but unfortunately he just really isn't anything that special. There's not really enough content against Wicked Bloodline enemies to really make much of a difference in terms of him being like a worthwhile addition to a team. And like I say, like an event like Red Zone Golden Frieza, which is the newest event we've got where we fight a Wicked Bloodline character, he'll just get absolutely destroyed if he's not dodging everything. So a little bit unfortunate. Greatly raised attack and defense would have been a huge boost to this guy. Wouldn't have necessarily made him like, you know, a crazy upper tier LR EZA, but yeah, would have been definitely better than just the way he is now. But I mean, he's not the worst, but you know, if we get a tech Wicked Bloodline boss at some point in the future, maybe he could be okay, especially if that event or whatever it is, the boss can be sealed, then he would be kind of good, right? I mean, the fact that he can seal in any events where you can do that is still very useful, but yeah, I don't know. So as much as I want to like every Bardock in the game, this guy, he's just kind of Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.